Lumos. Hello everybody, welcome back to Marvelous Marauders. Today we are diving headfirst into 40 mind-boggling trivia questions from Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Some will be easy, some will make you question your Hogwarts acceptance letter, and a few, well, let's just say, harder than defeating a fully grown mountain troll without a wand. So grab your wands, summon your brain power, and let's see if you've got what it takes to be the true Triwizard champion of trivia. Ready? Let's go. Question number 1. We're going to start off a little easy. What is the titular character's full name? You got it? All right. Harry James Potter. Because just Harry didn't have the same magical ring to it. All right. Getting a little bit harder here. What is the name of the wizarding suite that contains collectible cards? I know you got this one. The answer is chocolate frogs. Delicious and educational. Just be careful. They tend to hop away faster than Ron when homework is mentioned. All right. What is the name of the goblin who helps Harry and Hagrid at Gringotts? You got it yet? All right. Grip Hook. Because helpful goblin number 1 doesn't have the same ring to it. All right. We're getting a little bit harder here. How many presents does Dudley get at first on his birthday? Easy. 36, but last year he had 37. So obviously, it's a tragedy. All right. Now this is one of the hardest questions, and we're going to go back to easy. What wood is Harry's wand made of? Holly, because nothing else says chosen one like a festive plant-based weaponry. All right, the first set is done. How are you feeling so far? Easy as a sip of butterbeer, or are we already heading into troll in the dungeon territory? Let's keep the magic going with the next round. Who delivers Harry's Hogwarts letter in person? The man, the myth, the umbrella-wielding legend, Rubeus Hagrid. Or for some people, Rubeus Hagrid. What important information is written on the back of Dumbledore's chocolate frog card? Details about Dumbledore's work with Nicholas Flamel. You know, the guy with the stone that everybody's fighting over. What chess piece does Ron play during the life-sized Wizards chess game? A knight. Because Ron's basically the underdog hero in disguise. Also, riding a giant stone horse is pretty cool. All right, getting a little bit harder here. What position does Professor McGonagall hold at Hogwarts besides teaching? There's actually 2 of them. Answer: Deputy Headmistress and Head of Gryffindor House. She's basically the wizarding world's definition of don't mess with me. All right. What day of the week was Harry's birthday in Sorcerer's Stone? And this is like the main birthday we see. Because of course it changes every year. Well, the answer is Tuesday, the least magical day of the week, unless you're turning 11 and meeting a half giant on a rock in the sea. 10 down, 30 to go. Take a deep breath. Like Harry before his first Quidditch match. Ready to keep flying? All right, let's go. What house is Draco Malfoy sorted into? Slytherin. Shocking, right? It's not like he practically screamed, "Put me in Slytherin," with his entire personality. What color is Harry's Hogwarts robe? Black with scarlet lining. Fashion forward for dueling dark wizards and looking dramatic in windy hallways. What magical object makes Harry invisible? The invisibility cloak, of course, handy for sneaking around, avoiding filch, and, escaping death. What flavor Bertie Bott's every flavor bean does Dumbledore accidentally eat in the hospital wing? Alas, earwax. Because even the greatest wizard of all time isn't safe from cursed jelly beans. All right, we talked about Harry's wand wood. What is the core of Harry's wand? Phoenix feather, straight from Fox, Dumbledore's pet phoenix. Talk about having a fiery spirit, huh? All right, 15 down. How are we holding up? If you're acing this, you're basically the Hermione of trivia. If not, well, at least you're not eating earwax jelly beans. What's the name of the train that takes students to Hogwarts? The Hogwarts Express, the only train where losing your ticket isn't a problem. Just bring a trolley of snacks. Harry might eat them all. What animal does Professor McGonagall's animagus take? A tabby cat, because she's both adorable and terrifying, like all cats, really. What is the Sorcerer's Stone said to do? Produce the elixir of life and turn any metal into pure gold. Basically, the ultimate life hack. What was the exact time Harry's letter from Hogwarts was delivered by Hagrid? Midnight, because nothing says urgent mail like a half-giant knocking down your door at 12 a.m. What is the vault number where the Sorcerer's Stone was kept at Gringotts? Vault 713, which coincidentally is also the number of security protocols the goblins ignored that day when it almost got stolen. All right, 20 down, halfway there, feeling like a trivia seeker yet, or more like Neville trying to remember the password to Gryffindor Tower. Either way, let's keep going. What is the address where Harry lives with the Dursleys? Number 4, Privet Drive, the most boring street in all of Little Whinging, unless you count the times hundreds of letters flooded into the living room. What is the full name of the headmaster of Hogwarts? Albus Percival Wulfric Brian Dumbledore. Because one name clearly wasn't enough when you're that iconic. How does Hermione save Harry and Ron from the Devil's Snare? In the movies, Lumos Solem. In the books, she uses the blue flame spell, proving once again that Hermione is the reason they don't die in the books. Are you a witch or not? There's no wood. And speaking of wood, what type of wood is Hagrid's umbrella made from? Fun fact, it's also what his wand is made from. And the answer is oak, because even his magical contraband is built to survive the elements. What is the vault number of the Potter's Vault? 687. The magical equivalent of your PIN number, but with way more gold inside. All right, 5 more down. If you are still with me, you're officially doing better than Professor Quirrell in a face-to-face meeting with Harry. Let's keep going. Speaking of, who is the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher in Harry's first year? Professor Quirrell. Nervous guy, turban enthusiast, secretly hosting a dark wizard on the back of his head. You know, the usual. What is the name of the spell Hermione uses to get away from Filch on the 3rd floor? Alohomora, a magical way of saying, who even needs keys? How do you get to platform 9 3/4? By running at the barrier between platforms 9 and 10, it's either magical transportation or a very embarrassing trip to the hospital if you do it wrong. What color was the writing on Harry's first Hogwarts acceptance letter? Emerald green, because nothing says wizard mail like fancy calligraphy. What flavor ice cream does Hagrid buy for Harry in Diagon Alley? This one's a tough one. Chocolate and raspberry with chopped nuts. Clearly, Hagrid's got great taste. Big guy, big heart, excellent ice cream choices. 30 questions in. How's that brain holding up? Feeling like a Ravenclaw yet? Are you just starting to sympathize with Ron during his potions classes? What type of creature is Norbert? A dragon. Specifically a Norwegian ridgeback. Hagrid calls him Norbert. He's actually called Norberta because he is a she, but I call him not a great choice in pets. You live in a wooden hut, Hagrid. What color are Harry's eyes as described in the book? Not the color of his eyes in the movie. Green. Just like his mother. But don't worry, the movies thought blue was close enough. How many sickles are in a galleon? 17 sickles, because apparently wizards hate simple currency conversions. 17. Why? What specific day of the week did Harry first arrive at Hogwarts? Sunday. Because what better way to start a magical education than on a weekend? It's actually always Sunday. September 1st is always a Sunday in the Harry Potter universe. How many staircases are there in Hogwarts Castle? 142. And they like to move. which is fun until you're late for class. Again. All right, only 5 more to go. You've made it this far. Don't quit now. Channel your inner Hermione and let's finish strong. Number 36. What position does Harry play on the Quidditch team? Easy enough. Seeker. The guy who catches the snitch. Scores 150 points and makes everyone else's efforts seem slightly unnecessary. What's the name of the caretaker at Hogwarts? Not to be confused with the groundskeeper. Argus Filch. Proof that even in a magical world, there's always one grumpy janitor who hates kids. What are Hermione's parents' professions? Dentists, which makes sense because Hermione's real superpower is making people feel guilty for not flossing. All right, back to the money. How many knuts are in a sickle? 29. Again, wizard money designed to confuse muggles and wizards alike. Also, prime numbers. Ugh. What is written on the inscription above the Mirror of Erised? Erised stra aruha oit ub kafru oit on wasi. Which, when read backwards, says, I show not your face, but your heart's desire. Yep, even magical mirrors love riddles. All right, that's it. 40 magical trivia questions answered, conquered, and possibly burned into your brain forever. How did you do? Were you a trivia seeker, snatching every answer like a golden snitch? Or more of a Neville in potions type of day? Ooh, there's a leak in your cauldron, Neville. Let me know your score in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more magical content. Until next time, stay curious, stay magical, and remember, mischief managed. Nox.